Hi, I'm Danielle Gani from Commercial UAV News, and today talking with Brandon Torres Declet, the new COO and board member of AgEagle. Welcome.
Thanks, Danielle. It's good to see you again and great to hear from Commercial UAV.
It's great to see you as well. And a lot has happened since we last connected. Can you provide a high-level overview of what's been going on?
Well, as you know, Danielle, this industry moves at lightning speed, and for a long time, after working 7, 8 years in this business, this idea of bringing teams together and bringing technologies together across the drone tech stack has become critically important for our customers who are telling us, "Hey, we want one-stop shopping." And growing Measure from a services business to a software business was a huge leap for us. And we learned a ton, obviously, from doing thousands and thousands of commercial flights for enterprise customers, translating that into a great software platform, and then realizing, look, our customers are not only buying software, but they're also buying hardware, they're also buying sensors. And how do we begin to kind of bring those things together and provide end-to-end drone solutions? So when the conversation started with AgEagle, it was super exciting because look, they're a public company. There's a currency to that. Me and the CEO and the management share this vision of one-stop shopping and end-to-end solutions. And the technology is moving so quickly. I think now was kind of the right time to do this deal.
So, how does the acquisition of Measure enhance AgEagle's offerings, and how will it continue the vision of Measure that you've spoken about already?
Yeah, so Measure brings to AgEagle its software platform. Obviously, it's a great team. The team that we had built here at Measure, I think, is varsity level. I love my team, and they built really a great piece of software. And so really, we saw it as complementary. AgEagle has also been in the space for a while as a hardware provider. With their acquisition of MicaSense, they were looking for, again, that end-to-end solution, and think of Measure as providing ultimately that software layer in that solution. And it's going to begin to cut across more than just agriculture, because obviously we have a lot of customers in the energy space, a lot of infrastructure owner operators are our customers. So you're really going to see a broadening of the aperture on who it is we work with from an industry vertical perspective.
And as you step into this new role as Chief Operating Officer and you enter the board of directors at AgEagle, what is your vision for the company, especially this idea of being able to broaden that aperture? And what will this mean for the industry?
Yeah, so let me take the vision piece first. And I think, AgEagle's done a great job of talking about this idea of the drone age. We really, and I think I've probably said this before in interviews, we were in this kind of like this early hype phase a couple of years ago where everyone was kind of wowed about drones. And then there was this trough of disillusionment, to use that term that Gartner always talks about. But we're finally at the point now where we're seeing, real adoption, where, enterprise customers, who would typically, say, oh, we only need 10 users on the platform, but we only need a couple of drones, are now to the point where, like, we need hundreds, right? We need hundreds of drones and hundreds of users, because we actually recognize the value today that drones and the data they collect are bringing. We've seen the ability to capture high quality imagery, for example, on a wind turbine that's got a crack on it, right? That leads to someone going out there and fixing it, improving the overall efficiency of the asset. So that's happening so fast now. So obviously, automation, autonomy, it's happening today. We're just seeing more than just proof of concepts and demos. We're seeing real enterprise-wide adoption. So at AgEagle, really we're making investments and talking to our customers. Okay, how do we make sure we're giving you the solution you want? How do we make sure that that solution is American made? And how do we make sure that we can scale with you as you expand out your drone program?
And you brought up that phrase, the drone age, and AgEagle has gone so far as to trademark that phrase. And I think this speaks to the investment into the future of drones. Can you talk about what is embodied in that concept and how you think we can get there?
Yeah, so I think about the drone age, and I think about it in terms of, really the proliferation of the technology. And I think to a certain extent, it goes back to what I said about proof of concept and demo, and moving past that, and really becoming more ingrained into what it is businesses do on a daily basis. So again, just going to the example of an energy company or a utility, look, these companies have to manage large amounts of assets. We were in the services space. We were inspecting, thousands of wind turbines and solar farms all over the country. That's part of what they regularly do. They want to maintain those assets so they work well. Drones became a tool to increase the efficiency, to make it easier for them to manage those assets. And I just think the drone age is really about the proliferation of that, and ultimately the drone being integrated into those back-end systems that these companies already have. A lot of these companies already have asset management systems. They always have always had asset management systems, have always had IT systems. We want that transition into the drone age, the drones to be seamlessly integrated into those systems and not to necessarily be a stovepipe.
Really important and for drone adoption to be able to get into those existing workflows and also realize the value and make those workflows better. Um, so to switch gears here, you're also named a member of the DAC this year. What do you hope to accomplish for the drone industry while serving on that committee?
So it's funny, it's the second time I applied for that position. I think the first time around I applied when we were a services company. So, at the time, there was this disconnect between manufacturers and customers and what drone service providers did. And I said, look, we're the people out there who are actually operating the drones for these customers. So the people you have on the DAC here. I think they got lost in the noise. And the fact of the matter is, it's something that's happened in our industry quite a bit. We forget that there is a human in the loop. There is a pilot who's out there in the field with the equipment, who's doing the job of collecting that data. So, so didn't get it that time. Thought I'd try again. Was successful this time around. And really, like I said, I think it's critically important for us to um, streamline the process of regulation. And I think for too long, the expectation has been that we will move very, very quickly. At least that's been the expectation that I've seen from people in our industry, as well as from our investors in this space. That we were going to move much more quickly. I think it's my role as a member of the DAC and someone who's actually familiar with regulation to articulate to our industry and to the committee and bridge that gap. So our industry has to understand that we are going to progress, but probably at a slower pace than people think. And the people on the DAC need to understand that ultimately this is a money-making enterprise that many of us are involved in, and some clarity around when we can expect regulations and on what time frame is also important. So there's got to be a bridge there, and I think that's kind of the take I'm going to bring to the DAC. Really important that we find a way sooner rather than later to allow for beyond visual line of sight operations at scale. Right now, we have some of it, but it's certainly not happening to the frequency I think we all want to see it.
So finally, what are you looking forward to happening in 2021 and beyond?
Wow. So it's been a big and exciting year so far. Incredibly happy about the acquisition and bringing together AgEagle and Measure, and more excited about what we can accomplish together. We've just elevated Measure and its team and its software platform to a new level. And really, I think you're going to, what excites me the most is you're going to see bigger companies, competing now. It used to be kind of DJI was the monster in the room. And now I think you're going to see, AgEagle, and I think you're going to see Drone Deploy, and I think you're going to see Skydio, and I think you're going to start to see the emergence of, multiple players in the commercial drone space, kind of fighting it out for, who can bring the best technology to the customer. And that to me is super exciting, because I think we all want to bring our A game. I can't tell you how much I respect those teams, DJI and Drone Deploy. I mean, those folks have done an incredible job to date. But I'm just looking forward to competing and winning and basically providing the best possible drone solution to our customers worldwide.
It's going to be an exciting year, as the drone industry always is.
Always.
Always. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing what AgEagle does in the future.
Thanks, Danielle. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.